Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi. Welcome you all to MNT News Network. Today's special session. Today we are having a very special topic on which we are going to discuss, and we have very distinguished guest with us today to discuss on this particular topic. So, as every Sunday we are organizing the discussion in particularly English language, so that it should cater the NRI as well as the South Indian mass. So today we are going to discuss on very important topic, and that is related to the intellectual class, professional intellectual class, and its role and his role, basically how they are very important part of the this social structure of the indigenous Mulnivasi Bahujan society. So first of all, I would request all the viewers who had joined from Facebook to share this particular video on their timeline, personal timeline, so that the maximum people in their network will be able to get the link, and they will be able to see and watch this video, which is having a very important topic, and we are having very distinguished guest today on who are going to deliver their views on this particular topic. And also the people or viewers who are watching on the YouTube are requested to share this video, like this video, and give your comments on today's topic on this particular video. So today we are going to discuss on this particular topic, which is why professional intellectual class of Mulnivasi Bahujan society should focus on political power. Why they should focus on capturing this political power, and what are their role. So this is a very important topic, and today we have a very distinguished guest joining today, and today we have with us Mulnivasi Professor Dr. P.J. Sudhakar sir. He is a former director, and he's a very basically distinguished speaker and distinguished guest, and he is currently Additional Director General of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and he is in the rank of Joint Secretary to Government of India, and he is from 1987 Civil Service Branch, and he is basically a former director of News Doordarshan Hyderabad. So he is a very distinguished guest, and he has almost 121 degrees, and he is doctorate in almost 16 fields. So he is a very highly educated, and we are delighted to have such a highly educated and distinguished guest today in our MNT News Network studio. We have also Mulnivasi Uttam Vaidya, who is a mentor of IQ World, and he had joined from Qatar with us. And he is also involved in various social activities, and he has also long association with the social organization called BOMSEP. So this topic is, as it is a very, very important topic. And also we have with us Kumar Sanjayji. He is joining from UAE. He will also be a guest speaker on this particular today's topic. So without spending more time on this, I would like to welcome our guest speakers. So we have with us Mulnivasi Uttam Vaidya sir. Sir, welcome sir to MNT News Network studio. Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi sir.
Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi.
Yeah, actually, you are joining from Qatar, and we are really thankful to you to have with us in our studio on this particular important topic. And this today's topic is a very, very essential information for the youths and for the specific professional class, because Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar was focusing on the important role that is normally played by the this professional intellectual class, and he was highly focused on the ratio of 10 doctors, 20 engineers, and 30 advocates, which is definitely having a specific importance in this total section. So as far as intellectuals are concerned, intellectuals are an essential component of an open society, and normally they bring their unique analytical insights to not only scrutinize the society in its immediate form, but also help us to shape the ideas and ideologies of the future. They can conduct research, they can deploy critical thinking on the current scenario, they can find the reasoning behind every development, they can have a technological backup with them, they can author on various different topics, and they can challenge the dogma and equip us with cognitive tools to engage with the world we inhabit. And this is just they are doing it for the greater human good. So basically, this today's topic is focusing on this particular professional intellectual class. So we are discussing today why professional intellectual class of Mulnivasi Bhojan Society should focus on capturing political power. So this is the topic that we are going to discuss, and basically we would like to start on this particular topic with Dr. P. Sudhakar sir. Sudhakar sir, can you hear our voice? I think there is some network issue with Dr. P. Sudhakar sir. So we would like to start with Dr. Uttam Vaidya sir. Dr. Uttam Vaidya sir, we would like to see if you are analyzing the Indian politics for the last decade or 10, 15 years or 20 years. Then it can be observed that there is significant change in the political era as compared to the 1947 or the earlier phase of the politics. So, based on your analytical study, how do you see the role that are being played by these high caste professionals or Brahmins, and specifically the youths among them, and their entry into the politics? How do you see their role in the changed Indian politics? Uttam Vaidya sir.
Dear moderator, Ashish June ji, respected panelist, Professor Dr. P.J. Sudhakar ji, and Kumar Sanjay Raj, and wonderful audience. Jai Bhim everyone. Thanks to MNT News Network team for giving me this opportunity to speak on the subject. Congratulations to MNT for the amazing and committed work you are doing for awakening our society. Before going much into the detailed discussion, we need to understand the various terms used in the subject topic like professional intellectual class, Mulnivasi society, Bhojan society, political power, etc. Professional intellectual class means intelligent persons who are qualified and experienced in specialized and professional discipline. Mulnivasi Bhojan society means class of people who are from scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and OBC, and minorities converted from these backward classes. Now let us understand the power. Every day of our life, we move through other systems of powers that other people made. Do we sense them? Do we understand power? Do we realize why it matters? In a democracy, power is supposed to reside with the people. It governs how any form of government works. It determines who gets to determine the rules of the game. So learning how power operates is the key to being effective, being taken seriously and not being taken advantages of. Let us understand where power comes from, how it is exercised, and what you can do to become more powerful in public life. Let us start with the basic definition. Power is the ability to make others do what you would have them to do. Of course, it plays out in all arenas of life, from family to the workplace to our relationships. Our focus is on the civil arena, where power means getting community to make the choices and take the actions that you want. There are 6 main sources of civic power. Before going into the subject, let me explain you what is power, you can say. First, there is a physical force and capacity for violence. That is also power. Controls the means of force, whether in the police or militia, is power at its most primal. So this is the first source. Second, core source of power is wealth. Money creates the capacity to buy results and to buy almost any other kind of power. The third kind of power is the state action or government. This is the use of law and bureaucracy to compel people to do or not to do certain things. In democracy, for example, we the people theoretically give government its power through elections. In a dictatorship, state power emerges from the threat of force, not the consent of the governed. The fourth type of power is social norms, or what other people think is okay. Norms don't have the centralized machinery of government. They operate in a softer way, peer to peer. They can certainly make the people change behavior and even change laws. Think about how norms around marriage equality today are evolving. So there are no anything written, but it is followed in the social norms, and it is very rigorously followed. The fifth power of the ideas. An idea individuals liberties say are racial equally can generate boundless amount of power if it motivates enough people to change their thinking and actions. And the sixth source of power is numbers. Lots of humans. A vocal mass of people creates power by expressing collective intensity of interest and by asserting legitimacy. Think of a rise of the Tea Party. Crowd counts. These are the six main sources of power. Now, coming to the question, we have seen in India, we have a democratic setup, and that power people give to the government through elections. Over to Ashish.
Yeah. Hello. Thank you very much, Tam sir, for elaborating on the basic qualities that intellectual class has and how it is influential. Dr. Sudhakar sir, are you able to hear our voice? Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Actually, there was some network connection issues.
Very technological problem.
No problem, sir. Welcome you to MNT News Network, and we are delighted to have you on in MNT Studio for this particular very important topic. Yeah, sir. Today we are discussing about the intellectual class, and that too from professional intellectual class, and their role or their overall involvement in the political era or political field. Basically, the professional intellectual class normally, as we see for the marginalized section, it is normally said that the professional intellectual class and the politics, there is no relation, and it is not a cup of tea of the professional intellectual class of the marginalized section. So how do you see the role of this professional intellectual class as a think tank, as a direct involvement, or as a guiding factor in the overall Indian politics? How do you analyze, sir?
You see, when we see the Dr. B. R. Ambedkar's Indian Constitution, India is a sovereign, secular, socialist, democratic republic. But in fact, 20% of the people, minority, they are ruling the 80% of the Dalit Bahujans or Molavasi Bahujan society. This is a fact. Nobody can deny.
Right, sir.
The think tank, the role of think tank in political era. So does the political parties really need a supporting think tank for generating views and mandate in political parties? I think so. It is needed. You see, the professional intellectual class should not be silenced when there is a need to open their mouth and express their opinion and what you call ideas, feelings, and expressions. This is very important in democracy. So the role of think tank, the role of professional intellectual class very much plays a crucial role in Indian political process.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Sir, as far as the overall political scenario is considered, how do you see the role of marginalized section professional class compared to the high caste professional intellectual class and particularly the Brahmins in the political era? How do you analyze this, sir?
There are 2-3 things I want to clarify.
Correct,
One
sir.
is professionalism. Second one is intellectualism. Third one is a class possessing both professional and intellectual capabilities. Dr. Ambedkar says that it was the responsibility of the highly educated class or a professional intellectual class to see that, to create an awareness about the rights of the people, to motivate them to participate in the political process. He made it a mandatory rule or a constitutional law. Right to vote or right to participate in the political process is a constitutional human right or fundamental human right or civil right or a political right. That is what Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's concept. As far as the capturing the political power is concerned, Ambedkar has given three issues. One is educate, organize, and agitate. Unless you are educated, you can't organize properly. Unless you are organized, you cannot what you call agitate for your rights. These are the three things. When Ambedkar thought of telling that how to capture a power through professional intellectual class or the Molavasi Bahujan society, how can they what you call the capture the political power? He has given 3-point formula. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's 3-point formula. One formula is a state revolution, a state socialism through annihilation of caste or removal of the what you call the caste factor. The second one is a social revolution is needed for a just society. This is the second principle given by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The third principle is capturing power is only possible to political parties' power. So he made his contribution such a way, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a towering personality in Indian politics, a great lawyer, a great humanist, a great democrat, a great patriot, a great political philosopher, a great social thinker or a social scientist. So he said that the intellectual professional class should play a very vital role in setting up the institutions, number one. Number two, writing the books, writings, motivational writings, patriotic writings, political writings. The third one is through the speeches, organizing the people, educate them, create an awareness about their constitutional, legal human rights, so that when they're aware of their rights, they can fight it out, provided they're properly educated. This is what the slogan are the principles given by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a great constitutional expert, and who was the what you call the maker of the modern Indian Constitution of India.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We will come back to you. Now we would like to go towards Uttam Vaidya, sir. Sir, Uttam Vaidya, sir, as rightly pointed out by Dr. Sudhakar ji, the role of intellectual and the qualities that they are having normally is very influential. That can be seen from the last 15 to 20 years of Indian politics. So how do you see the qualities? Means basically, we would like to know what are the basic qualities that this intellectual class possess, and how they can be a resource to the political field. Basically, this is also one of the area which is a very important area as far as the indigenous overall life, social life, or overall the way of living is considered. If the Mullivasi Bahujans has to live in a democratic setup, definitely in this democratic setup only they have to live. So being a political party a basic tool or a important pillar of democracy, definitely it is also an important pillar of Mullivasi Bahujan society also. So definitely political parties also has its own requirements. So depending on the qualities, basically we would like to know how this gap between the qualities of the professional intellectual class and the need of the Indian indigenous Mulnivasi Bojan society, political power is considered. This can be fulfilled. Sir, Uttamade, sir.
Thank you very much, Ashish ji. Think Albert Einstein, William Shakespeare, and Marie Curie each had a different life story and made a unique contribution to the world. Similarly, our great forefathers, our Mahanayikas, they have also some unique qualities and the contribution. Now coming back to the intellectual class, there are certain qualities that nearly all super smart people share. Number one, they are highly adaptable. Several Quora users noted that intelligent people are flexible and able to thrive in different settings. As Donna F. Hamelt, he writes, intelligent people adapt by showing what can be done regardless of the complications or restrictions placed upon them. And recent psychological research supports this idea. Intelligence depends on being able to change your own behavior in order to cope more effectively with your environment or make changes to the environment you are in. So they are highly adaptable. Second quality of the intelligent person, they understand how much they don't know. They are very clear. If they don't know, they will say, I don't know. So they understand how much they don't know. The smartest folks are able to admit when they aren't familiar with the particular concept. As Jim Wiener writes, intelligent people are not afraid to say, I don't know. If they don't know it, they can learn it. So this is the second quality of the intellectuals. The third one is they have insatiable curiosity. Albert Einstein famously said, I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. So this quality is very essential. The passionate curiosity about the world around you may be one of the keys to intelligence. According to Quora user Alas, intelligent people let themselves become fascinated by things others take for granted. The good news is you can actively cultivate curiosity in your daily life. Whenever you are listening to a presentation, write down at least 3 questions, even if you don't actually get to submit them. Now coming back to the fourth quality, they ask good questions. Normally, if anybody is not asking questions, the opponent become very happy because there are no questions. But the intelligent people, they ask good questions. That is the fourth quality. And fifth one, they are sensitive to other people's experiences. Smart people can almost feel what someone is thinking or feeling. Some psychologists argue that empathy, being attuned to the needs of feeling of the others and acting in a way that is sensible to those needs, is a core component of emotional intelligence. And emotionally intelligent individuals are typically very interested in talking to new people and learning more about them. And the six qualities, they are open-minded. Smart people don't close themselves off new ideas or opportunities. Hammond writes that intelligent people are willing to accept and consider other views with values and broad-mindedness, and that they are open to alternative solutions. And this is very important quality for democratic setup. So this is all about the intellectual persons. And now coming back to the what they can contribute to the society. See, intelligent people have three things. One is time, treasure, and talent. And they are very resourceful because their stomach is full. They can think more, and in turn, they can guide to the society. Those who are they are hungry and they are struggling for getting their both ends meet, they cannot think much. And here, the role of intellectuals is very important, and they can definitely contribute to the society. That is all from my side. Over to you, Rasiji.
Yeah, thank you, Uttamji. Sir, now we would like to go towards Sudhakar, sir. Sir, we would like to know from you. Now, basically, as Uttam Vaidya sir had clarified, or he had demonstrated that there is a need and there is a fulfillment also to be done. So, we would like to know from you, how do you see what are the basic needs of the political party or political field, and what are and how whatever qualities this professional intellectual class having, how they can suffix the requirements of the political party to establish and to create a mandate in their particular favor at national level. How do you see, sir, this?
I want to give an example of Kejriwal, now the Chief Minister of Delhi, a professional intellectual class he belongs to. Even Anna Hazare helped him, Kiran Bedi for some time with him. So he had a team of people who supported him. They made a strategy, a planning. They had a vision and mission. Strategy, planning, vision and mission. These are very important for establishing a political party. Or the best role model is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was a person of practicality, not for only saying the words, but he has proved in action. How? He established the Republican Party of India. He established the Independent Labour Party. 1951 elections, the Labour Party got it 17 out of 17, 15 seats it won.
Correct.
It won the seats. So then Scheduled Caste Federation. So like that, he established, he set up a political organization with a great vision and a mission to ask his followers to go through his political ideals, political philosophy, so that we can capture a power. I want to, what we call, add one point here. Karl Marx, the Communist Manifesto at the Das Kapital, Karl Marx says that we have to capture the political power through violent political revolution and establish a classless society. And Ambedkar said that the entire human relations, the entire political relations, the entire political process is revolving around the caste politics. Caste is the main reason, social fact is the main reason. So he focused on this particular aspect as far as the sociological or anthropological point is concerned. So he said that we want a casteless society. He wrote a book on annihilation of caste. He advocated, he was a great crusader of human rights, the basic equality. He made it Article 14 of Indian Constitution. How equality can be achieved? Equality without discrimination, Article 15. Yes. So how to get equality without discrimination? If you provide an equal opportunity. He made a political process, a political, what you call right, a basic human right, a right to participate in elections, right to vote. Earlier, this was not universal for all. Universal adult franchise is the greatest gift given by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in Indian democracy. Right. Indian Constitution is a book. It is a constitutional law. Is the Chief Justice of India, Supreme Court of India, or President, or the Indian politics, the apex authority under Article 32 and 226, Supreme Court and High Court, they had a judicial review power. They made it clear what exactly your law says that, what exactly your policy says that, whether they are in tune with the constitutional philosophy, constitutional law or not. If they are violating or ultra-virus the constitution, the law or the policy has to be struck down by the apex court, that is through judicial review. Such an important provision made it a fundamental human right, Article 32. That is the greatness of the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's contribution to Indian polity or Indian democracy. One more thing I want to add here. You see, when you see the Bangladesh, when you see Pakistan, when you see the developments in Afghanistan, that is a power captured by Taliban, or you see the Nepal, in South Asia or Asian nations, there is a lot of bloodshed, violence. But why the democracy is vibrantly functioning in India? The reason is say that the gift of the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's Indian Constitution to the people of India. It is not dedicated to any MP, MLA, minister, or prime minister. It was dedicated with the people of India. You see the greatness. And when he says the sovereign power lies with the judiciary, or the sovereign power lies with the legislature, no, he made it very clear. The sovereign power lies with the people of India. So such a democratic setup Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has given. So he also said that we have to capture the state power only through the political party. So political parties can achieve the power so that we can have the what you call the capturing the power at the center. So we can establish a casteless democratic polity. That is what the vision and mission of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, we would like to know also from you what can be the changes that you can see if this professional intellectual class means they can stand behind the political parties as a think tank and generating various views among them which can guide the society what is right and what is wrong, and that will definitely help the political parties to establish and get their mandates. So how this intellectual class can help these political fields or political parties, sir?
Every political party, whether you take a Congress or BJP or Janata Party or Communist Party of India, whatever the titles, names they are pursuing, every political party is supported by the views and recommendations, rather what we call the public opinion created in the society, in the country. They contribute through this data centers and data analysis. So now there is a lot of demand in India. We want a caste census. Which caste person, what is the population ratio? Ambedkar's principle is we should have a proportional representation according to the nishpati, the balance of the what we call the population ratio in the Indian politics. This is what he envisioned actually, but that was not done. Now every newspaper is carrying a what you call the opinion piece of what you call writings in the newspapers and editorials and special articles that shall we have a caste census so that backward class communities, what is the share they are having in power, what is their population. There is a cap in reservations also, that is a 50% cap. You should not go through it and all. Recently 1 year's reservation was what was struck down by the Madras High Court. The Supreme Court also said that be careful. Ambedkar's vision and mission about the what you call the upliftment of the Bahujan society or the Molavasi Bahujan society is for thousands of years these people are denied education. These people are denied to enter into the temples. These people are denied for a civic life, a decent life, a human dignity. I want to provide a human dignity. He has given a freedom of religion, Article 25 in the Indian Constitution, so that every human being, every citizen of India is having a right to worship is what you call the God whom he likes. That is another thing, a great gift to be given by the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So, my dear sir, I want to what you call explore the political system. We had a right to establish a political party. We can run a party. You see, in Andhra Pradesh, Telugu Desam, NT Ramarao, we established a Telugu Desam party and captured the power within 9 months. Just think of it. With the what you call the aim of the media, like newspaper, Telugu newspaper, and all this. So I want to tell you, if our vision and mission is very clear, the strategy is very clear. We have to see the demography of the state or the nation. We have to study the psychological aptitudes and attitudes of the people of India, how they are thinking, what is the reaction to a new political party. Can we establish another new political party, or we can we can follow the same political parties established by Dr. B. Ambedkar, like Republican Party of India or Independent Labour Party or Scheduled Caste Federation, like that and all. So, is there a need? There is a lot of what you call discussion and debate is required in this country. Shall we have a new political party to capture power through professional intellectual class of Moolavasi Bahujan society? So this is my suggestion. And when Karl Marx said that we should have a classless society, Ambedkar said that we must have a casteless society. Whereas, in my opinion, in Indian polity, contemporary Indian society, it is a tradition-bound, caste-ridden society. That is the reason why I want to have, my philosophical concept is India should have a casteless and classless society. The reason is we can't divide in Indian politics caste and class. All these high caste people are belong to a particular high upper class. So when I asked a political science head of the department of Osmania University, Hyderabad, sir, can you divide caste and class in Indian politics? He said that no, the caste is class and the class is caste. So
Correct, sir.
the peculiar situation, that is the reason why communists could not establish their rule except in Kerala or even Tripura or even West Bengal, their governments. The reason is caste-ridden, tradition-bound society. They don't give an opportunity to enter into the public fabric or the
Correct.
philosophical depths of the Indian society so that
Correct,
they can
sir.
establish their role. So the professional intellectual class of Moolavasi Bahujan society should seriously think about it.
Correct, sir.
How to capture political power? What is our strategy? That has to be what you call the discussion very threadbare.
Yeah, definitely, sir. Definitely, you had correctly and rightly pointed out what is the need of the time. We will come back to you on another question. By the time, we would like to move towards Uttamadya, sir. Sir, now as far as the Indian politics is considered, or you have analyzed for the last 10 or 15 years, not only Indian politics, if you have looked into the international politics also, the role that is being played by the IT sector or IT wing or the professional intellectual class in this particular sector was a significant impact on any political power or any political party that was established. So, how do you see the requirements? How do you see this as an media, and this particularly now social media is very active, and you are already a mentor of IQ network, and you are involved and you are in link with the network of India and abroad. So, considering your experience, how do you see the role of social media, and in this social media professionally, particularly the professional intellectual class, if they are active in this particular field, how it can help the political parties, or how it can help the Mulnivasi Bahujan so Samaj Party to get into power? What are your views, sir? Sir, kindly unmute. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ashish ji, for the very important question.
I will also add one more point after Vijay's comments.
Yeah, sure, sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sir. We will come to you, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. Do you want to add now, sir?
Yes,
Do
sir.
want to
You go
add
ahead.
now? Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. See, the social media is very powerful media, and it is easily accessible to the people from Mulnivasi Bahujan community. Now we have the people who can talk to directly people from a district, and at the same time we can talk to a person who is in Europe, who is in America, and it spreads multiple times. So in shorter time we can have a very big impact, and social media is very easy to use, and because of the constitutional provisions given in the various articles, our people from our society have develop those skills. Now they are very well educated, not only in civil engineering, mechanical engineering, or electrical engineering, or any other engineering, but they are also expert in IT sector. And IT sector plays very important role, and it reaches to the masses within a fraction of minute. So that is the beauty of this, and we are slowly getting accustomed to this system, and this system can be very well used by our intellectuals, and they can, those who are expert in this field, they can train the others. They can train the others how to use this media for the effective use. And our own people are now spreaded in all over the world, though less in number, but if they think they can devote their small portion of time. Why I'm taking time? No, if a person can train from America or Europe to a person sitting in a small town, so that is the beauty, and this can be widely spread. So this way, I think this IT sector and the social media can be utilized for the betterment of our society. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Uttam sir, for this.
I want to add.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. I will come to you. Please, sir, Dr. Sudhakar, sir. Please put your views, sir.
See, social media is very mischievous. Social media is very technical. This technological revolution made the human life comfortable, at the same time created several problems. We had an Information Technology Act. Suppose the Supreme Court of India, Chief Justice Ramana Garu, he pointed out, when the apex court has struck down a section 66A of the Information Technology Act, or 61A of the, why police are booking cases still on the law? The number one. Number two, sedition. When Baltakari died, one girl made a comment in, I think, Twitter, and another girl reacted, yes, the entire traffic was stalled and it is very inconvenient to the general public. Immediately, both the girls were arrested and case were registered. Shall we follow the same British old laws of what we call sedition? Where is the Rajya or Rajadroha? There is no Rajya, British Rajya. Now there is no Rajadroha. Why should we, what we call, bouquet cases? I want to give another classical example. Somebody made a comment in the social media against Jayalalitha, and somebody made a adverse comment against our Lal Krishna Advaniji. Both the people were arrested. The reason is, problem is, what is the jurisdiction of the punishing authorities to punish the culprits? This is number one. Because social media is pervasive all over, the virtual world is pervasive all over the world. It is very difficult to detect a criminal or detect a person from which source of what you call the instrument or the hard disk the information was disseminated and transmitted. So social media, most of the political parties are now social media, like Twitter, Instagram, or even what you call internet or WhatsApp or computers, all information technology. Use it, but it should not be used only to defame people or for propaganda or telling the untruths as truths. If you're telling a untruth also, a lie also, 10 times, we feel that human people will feel that, this may be correct. So social media is misleading the public and Indian democratic polity. So technology should be used to the extent, what extent we can use it only, but it should not be misused. So was very cautious about the social media, but definitely social media is a good platform to express our views, to ventilate our feelings, to transmit the messages without any time, what we call the gap, instantly, constantly, immediately. And one more thing, we are also using the All India Radio or the Doordarshan or the television networks. The radio network is the best one, fastest, the cheapest. Even without electricity support also, battery, you can operate it. And also to disseminate the messages, there is an electronic media, there is a print media, there is a social media, there is a traditional media. The combination of all these media should be used for propagating our ideas, are the fundamental aspects, our opinions, our what we call traditions and customs, to the general public or the Indian democratic people, so that we can have a healthy public opinion without
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello. Hello. Are you able to hear our voice, sir? Sudhakar, sir? I think there is some network issue. We would like to come towards Uttam Vaidya, sir. Sir, as Sudhakar, sir, was explaining about the social media, and particularly he is working and he had guided the social media as far as the Doordarshan Hyderabad is considered. He is playing active role, and as he rightly pointed out, even the radio program and various these such type of programs are or medias can play an active role. You are also involved in such type of activities, and globally you are for the last 50 episodes constantly you are doing all these activities on personal level. So how, based on your experience, how you see this particular field, which is untouched field, which specifically as a part of social media, this is untouched field which was not thought of or never thought of by the indigenous Mulnivasi Bojan society. So based on your experience, how would you like to elaborate on this particular media and its impact on the overall mindset of the people in generating the mandate or in generating the views of the common man in favor of the Mulnivasi Bojan society, sir? Uttam Vaidya, sir.
Yes, thank you, Ashish. See, people like to take the knowledge to learn more. But if we make it a combination of awakening through entertainment, it gives very good impact. If all through the day we are talking about only advices, so people tend to get bored, or their listening capacity decreases. So there should be some fun learning activity, and awakening through entertainment is the best way, I think, to get the people know more, and they can absorb it very well, because every human being likes to get entertained. Actually, they like to enjoy also at the same time, and the monotonous style of giving too long advices can reduce their listening capacity, and they will just only listening or seeing to you, but they will not actually observing. So for us to make our people to absorb more and more and work with the enjoyment, work with entertainment, they will be more effective. And this is what our Professor Dr. Sudhakarji was saying, is this radio type of activities is very important, and we can very well and very effectively use such media. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Uttam, sir. Dr. Sudhakar, sir, just there
Yes,
was some
please.
internet connection problem, but no problem, sir. Actually, as you are stating that, and you have a vast experience in the Doordarshan, working while in the Doordarshan Hyderabad and in this particular field. So now, based on your experience, as you rightly pointed out, that each type of media has its own importance, and it plays an important role in conveying the right messages and the right views to the common man. So, based on your experience, how would you like to guide our viewers or society to think the importance of this particular field, and to create such type of media like radio or like the impact of television or the impact of small creative writing or impact of small videos guiding the people, in what way they can help this professional intellectual class, because they have definitely talent. So in what way they can utilize their talent in fulfilling this particular gap, and if they want to enter into this technological field of radio networking or TV or any other such field, based on your experience, how would you like to guide them, sir? Sir.
So I want to express my wish towards the younger generation. Two things are very important. The reason is Molavasi Bahujan society, especially lacking media education and legal education. This is very much required. When you see our freedom movement, Indian freedom struggle, you take Dr. Bir Ambedkar, a journalist and a lawyer, a writer. Jawaharlal Nehru, a journalist, a writer and a lawyer. Mahatma Gandhi, a journalist, a writer and a lawyer. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, a journalist and a lawyer. Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad, journalist and a lawyer. And Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, a journalist and a lawyer. The reason is why these two professions, I can say professional intellectual class, these are the two classes what you call dominated the Indian freedom struggle. The reason is, what is the policy the government of what you call British Raj has envisaged? What are the legislations they made it? How it influenced the lives of the people of India? We are the subjects, they are the rulers. 182 years they ruled India. So, to know the pulse of the public, the experience in democracy, what are the governments, what you call the initiatives are influencing the general public directly, both the journalists and the lawyers, they are aware of it. That is the reason why most of our freedom fighters are Indian, what you call great freedom fighters, they're all journalists and lawyers. So, I want to have a few number of universities are to be established in India and abroad for the education, legal and media education of the Molavasi Bahujan society, number one. Number two, the misuse of media, or the media should be focused on a healthy public opinion. What is truth? You have to tell. Truth telling. This is the fundamental basic point of media. Since I worked for a long time in All India Radio as the Additional Director General of News and Doordarshan Director News, so several capacities. I am also additional what you call press registrar of the RNA. My experience shows that the views are more than news in present electronic media. I repeat, the views, VIEWS, the views are more than news. We are the government media people, we will give only news. People are confused about the views and news, the difference between news and news. So there should be a clarity. This is the view of our television channel. This is the bare facts of the news, hard facts of the news. This has to be clarified, number one. Number two, in debates and discussions, in the open forums, in the television channels, there is a lot of what you call garshana, or the conflict, abusing language. That should not be a healthy practice for Indian democracy or a Indian, what we call electronic media, or a media at large, what I mean to say. So, media should be impartial, media should be truth-telling, media should be very cautious. Untruths or lies should not be telecast or broadcast, because it is viewed by crores and crores of people. It creates a lot of what you call. For example, I will give you, in Visakhapatnam All India Radio, one drama was broadcast. You see, general public, one class of people, they came to the studio, they what you call damaged the furniture, they broken the chairs and all these things. So we should not feel that nobody will see, nobody will observe, nobody will feel. Entire population will see it. Remember that. But the media had a tremendous influence on the minds of the people. So when you are giving a message, when you are giving an input of information, we must be very, very cautious. The reason is media should also follow certain ethics and morals. Code of conduct of media. National Integration Council said that, and the Supreme Court of India said that we had a guidelines that Article 19(2) of Indian Constitution says that there is a reasonable restrictions on freedom of speech and expression. In the Article 19(1)(a) of Indian Constitution, freedom of speech and expression, freedom of the press, and right to information. Three rights were what you call constitutionally, legally guaranteed. So we should not misuse such a great what you call the privilege given by the Indian Constitution. That what is my humble submission.
Right, sir.
The
Really
media
thankful to you, sir.
should
Yeah.
feel social responsibility. Our messages will definitely influence people. We must be much more cautious while we are transmitting the messages through electronic media or a print media. So we
Correct.
should not create a chaos in the society.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I think again there was an internet connection problem, and he had lost his connection. If he connects, we will take a concluding message from him. Now, basically, we are running out of time, and we are almost towards the closing of this today's session. And it was really informative and a very elaborate discussion in today's this particular discussion. And now I would like to take a concluding message from Uttam Vaidya sir on today's particular topic, and his concluding message to our viewers and the challenges they should, particularly the professional intellectual class of Mulnivasi Bahujan Society. What you would like to say, sir, as a concluding message to this professional intellectual class to play a role in this particular era of political field? Uttam Vaidya, sir.
Thank you, Ashish ji. In conclusion, I would like to tell the message of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. It's right on the wall. You have to become a ruling class. So what does it mean? We have to be in a power, and that power we can very well utilize when we capture the political power. The intelligent class has three important things to give to the society: time, talent, and treasure. Because of the constitution provisions, we got the sufficient time that we can give to our society. Talent, we have the education, we have the experience, we have the talent. And treasure, because of the again constitution, we got a good salaried or good businesses, and definitely we can give our some share to the society. I will give an example of one student who was studying in engineering. He was from open category. What I wanted to tell our viewers, how our opponents work and how they bring their children or their assets into the society for paying back. So that student was a topper in all the 4 years: first year, second year, third year, and final year. He has applied for that exam, and in GATE he got 99.87 percentile, and easily he could have got in any of the Indian Institute of Technology, any. If he would have applied for IS exam, he would have been definitely one of the toppers. And he also was selected in one of the best industries in the campus. Normally, when we friends meet, we ask what he is doing, what he is doing. To your information, I am telling you, he has not done anything for 2 years. Such a brilliant student, he could have got admission in IIT or MTech. He could have become IS officer. He just spent his 2 years for the benefit of his society. Because of this type of commitment and dedications, the other society people are ruling, because the output is directly proportional to input. The more we work, the more we dedicate, more we are committed, we'll get more. If the input is less, the results will be in proportion. So friends, we have a lot of talent, we have a lot of treasure, we have a lot of things which we can give to our society. If we don't give, what will happen? See, we have tasted the fruits of the efforts put by our Mahanayak Mahanayikas. If we want our generation to taste the same fruit and get the benefit of the same fruits, we need to plant more and more number of trees. And that trees requires watering, fertilizers, and everything, each and everything. Whatever possible, please give to our society. If you don't give, if you don't put input, we'll have a similar kind of output, and that day we should not wait for that day. It can be again going back to our previous status. No any respect in the society. Because of the struggle of our Mahanayikas, we are in a good position. Why not to use this position for the benefit of our future generations? Let them also take our name, remember our forefathers, and let them also enjoy the fruits. That is what simple message from my side. Like what the opponents are doing, they are doing overtime. And we find some of our friends are saying they don't have time. I was calculating the number of holidays we have in a year. We have 6 months holidays. I was telling to my friends, how you said we have 6 months holidays? 30 earned leave, Saturday, Sunday, 2 days, 104 days, 132. If we add sick leaves and the festival holidays, it is more than 6 months holidays. How we got these holidays? These holidays we got from our forefathers. Because of the provisions in Constitution, we got these holidays. Otherwise, we are working for 12 hours, 18 hours, and there was no possibility to get it back, our earnings. Okay, so we are in a good position. Now it's our duty to pay back to the society. That is all from my side. Thank you so much, Ashish ji.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir, for this concluding message, and rightly pointed out. Definitely, our viewers will look into and work in that particular direction and pay back to the society in terms of their time, talent, and treasure. Sir, Sudhakar sir, we are almost toward the end of the session, and we would like to take your concluding message to our viewers. What you would like to say on this particular today's topic, or what will be your guiding principle to our viewers based on your overall experience, how this professional intellectual class should think at least today to pay back to the society, sir?
I can make a nutshell or sum up. You see, India is having the plurality. So different castes, communities, races, religions, and customs and traditions. We are enjoying the unity in diversity. This is the complex or special feature of Indian democracy, Indian culture, Indian cultural heritage, or Indian cultural legacy, I can say. The young generation, if they really want to, they need not to enter into what you call Indian freedom struggle. We got independence from British Raj. We are enjoying the freedom, equality, what you call status, and liberty that was guaranteed in the what you call the preamble of the Indian Constitution and fundamental rights of Part 3 of Indian Constitution, Article 14 to 32. So there is a lot of what you call social responsibility, rather a political responsibility on the what you call the shoulders of the youth. They should be properly educated, properly informed, active political participation, because the country is for them. They are the future leaders of India.
Correct.
They can lead it. Most of the leaders, they were made through their what you call students' unions or through the student days. Our Vice President of India, Venkaiah Naidu Garu, he started his political career, the studentship, as a union leader from Andhra University Law College. I am just giving a classical example is leadership qualities. So leadership qualities evolving and formulating themselves is the primary responsibility of the youth of India. Number one. Number two, they should have a proper knowledge or awareness about the fundamental rights of Indian Constitution. Number three, legal education and media education is very, very what you call important need of the hour. If at all they want to join the professional intellectual class of that citizenry who are responsible for making a healthy public opinion, to have an active what you call participation in Indian democratic life. So ours is a secular country, democratic country. So we had leaders like what you call a great humanist, a great what you call the constitutional expert like Dr. B. Ambedkar.
Right.
Why Ambedkar liked Mahatma Phule? The reason is Phule gave this 150 years back, gave the importance to equality, equality, equality. All people, irrespective of the caste, creed, religion, color, or place of birth, they are having the same human rights. Ambedkar liked it and declared, Phule is my guru, Mahatma Jyotirao Phule. So they should, our youth, present generation should take inspiration from the lives of the what you call the our freedom fighters and a great social reformers and social revolutionaries like what you call Gautam Buddha, Mahatma Phule, Dr. B. Ambedkar. We should what you call express and follow the ideals, their leadership qualities. What you call we can lead the Indian democracy for a happy, just society. So these
Right.
are my concluding remarks.
Right, sir. Very rightly pointed it out, and very positive message to our viewers. And definitely, they will think in this particular direction to work on this particular field that is the requirement today, and they will look into this particular era, and they will pay back to the society as paid back by our forefathers, because the fruits that we are paying, that is basically because of the roots and because of the work that has been done by our forefathers. Almost now we are toward the end of the session, and I would really would like to thank you both the panelists for having your valuable time and guiding our viewers on this particular topic, on their role of their intellectualism towards their society. Definitely they will think in this direction, and they will play a role in this requirement towards the political field of the society. On behalf of MNT News Network, I would like to thank both of you, Sudhakar sir and Uttam sir, for joining today. We will be in touch with you, and we will again invite you on another different topics which is related to our indigenous society. Thank you very much, both of you. Jai Bhim, Jai
Thank
Bholenath.
you very
Thank
much
you.
for giving
Thank
this
you. Thank
wonderful
you very much.
opportunity to the TV
Yeah,
network.
For this opportunity,
sir.
thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you both, and we will see you in another session, sir. So this
Anytime
was
our services are opened for your what you call television network.
sure,
You
sir.
can utilize
Definitely.
our services.
Sure, sir. Definitely,
you.
we'll come back to you. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
So,
right.
yeah. This was Dr. Sudhakar sir and Uttam Vaidya sir who joined today on this particular topic, and they had really guided us on the requirement, today's requirement, and what role we can play. Definitely, we have calibers, and if each and every individual professional, if he is paying back to the society with his time, talent, and money, definitely we will definitely achieve the objective of our forefathers. Thank you all the viewers for joining us today and listening to today's this intellectual topic discussion. And this video will be live. This video will be there on Facebook and YouTube, and on the same link you can again watch this video and the views that were given by Dr. Sudhakar sir and Uttam Vaidya sir. And also we would request on behalf of MNT to spread this link in your social media, so that other people will also come to know on this particular topic the views expressed by our distinguished guests who are working day and night in this particular field in developing the views of the society in favor of Mulnivasi Bhojan Society. Thank you all. And as you know, every day we are organizing the panel discussions, and on Sunday we are organizing in English, and other days we are organizing in Hindi. So tomorrow also we are having another discussion on at 8:30 p.m. That will be in Hindi, and the topic is सामाजिक, आर्थिक और राजनीतिक न्याय के लिए संविधान के मूल्यों की स्थापना जरूरी. This is the topic that we are going to discuss. Again, I am repeating. सामाजिक, आर्थिक और राजनीतिक न्याय के लिए संविधान के मूल्यों की स्थापना जरूरी. On this particular topic, our distinguished guest speakers will be Dr. Vinod Arya, who is Assistant Professor, Kendriya Vishwavidyalaya, Bhatinda, Punjab. Mulnivasi Jitendra Raj Tyagi, he is running Samvidhan Pathshala, which is live Samvidhan Pathshala in India. And Mulnivasi Jitendra Saroha, he is a Patrakar and social activist from Haryana. These all three panelists will join us tomorrow on this particular topic, and we will have another good session tomorrow, good awakening session tomorrow. So I request you all to join tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. To listen to this particular topic, which is organized at 8:30 p.m. Again, thanks to all, and we will definitely meet tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Thank you once again. Here we will end today's session.